Hola mis amores, my name is Marla Love. I am with Arte Primero, and today we are making a Day of the Dead dog. So the first thing that we're going to do to create the dog is to create 4 legs. So all of you will have a white piece of clay in a little block. And what you're going to do is take it out and you're going to make 4 little balls because it's going to be the 4 limbs, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. So you want them all to be approximately the same size. So you just take a little piece of clay and then you put it in between your palms and you're going to roll it. And it comes out like wonky like this. So just, start giving it a form with your pincher fingers. And this is what I mean by pincher fingers, just like that. And then you're going to size them to make sure they're the same size. So I'm just going to take a little pinch off. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 little balls, and that's going to be for your limbs. The next step is this is a really simple project. So the next step is just to do that, all 4 of them. And you want to make them about the same size, approximately, so that you don't have a hard time standing him up. So this one's a little bit longer. So all I'm going to do is just squeeze his little leg in. Okay. Just like that. And they're not perfect. Again, the art doesn't have to be exactly perfect. It just kind of is what it is. Okay, so that one's again a little bit longer. I'm just going to squeeze it in. So here you have 4 limbs. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, to make his little paw, you're just going to bend it just like that and then tap it a little bit down. See how cute that is already? Oh my gosh, that's already cute. Okay, so you're going to do that to all 4 of them. The key is to pat it down, just pat it down a little bit so that it'll hold up when we put on the belly. So 4 little limbs just like this, okay? 4 little limbs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 patitas. Okay, now for the belly, you're going to create another little ball. And it's going to be in the form of a teardrop. So what I'm doing is I'm going to make a little ball, and then again with my pincher fingers, I'm just creating a little teardrop, and that's going to be his belly. Now for the other piece, one thing, this is an oil-based clay. This is polymer clay. So we're actually going to bake this at the very end at 215 degrees for about 10 minutes. Just depends how strong your oven is. You want to be careful not to overheat it because it will burn. With this clay, you're going to get another little piece and you're going to create the cabeza, the head. And you're just going to make another little ball, and naturally it becomes a teardrop just by rolling it. And you're going to again take the pincher fingers, create a little teardrop that's a little bit smaller. And what you're going to do is you're just going to place it at the head of your other teardrop. So now you have 2. And I don't use a lot of tools because you could actually use your fingers. But what you can do is so they don't fall apart, you just want to merge the 2 together. So you slide it over and then you kind of roll it. Slide it and roll it, slide it and roll it, just so that they don't come apart. Just like this, okay? And then what we're going to do is create 2 little balls for the ears, orejas. So you want to measure them first so they look the same. And then what you're going to do is make a little ball and a tortilla. You're just going to flatten it and then pinch it so it becomes another little teardrop shape, just like that. And by the way, this is how you make a calla lily. I'm going to show you how to make flowers in a little bit. It's kind of like an extra bonus. So this is Don't put it on yet, and I'll tell you why. Because you want to make sure that the ears are about the same size. So a little ball, a tortilla, little tortilla, and then what do? We pinch it. So that's like really how you make a lot of shapes. A little ball and pinching. So the ears are going to go towards the back of the head, just like this. And they're about the same size. That's why we didn't put them on until the very end. So again, you're going to just kind of roll over it. So when you bake it, it doesn't come off. So you can slide it and then roll it. Slide it. So when I mean slide it, we're sliding the clay and then roll it. See, it's already looking cute. Already seems like it has a personality. So now all I'm doing is pinching the snout of the dog. Okay, I'm just gonna pinch it just like that. Now all the detail is gonna be done in Sharpie after you bake it. Again, all the detail is gonna be done in Sharpie after you bake it. Now, if you wanna do like a calavera skeleton, like a Day of the Dead skeleton, you can use marker to create those details. Or you can just leave it like that. It's up to you. Okay, so now we're going to, so these legs are a little bit too long. So this is where you cut off the extra. So we're going to cut off his legs because they're a little bit too, I'm going to leave the front legs a little bit longer. Because what we're going to do is actually bend them. Actually, no, that's not going to work. They're still too long. We're just going to cut all four. I'm going to actually make the front legs a little bit thinner and then cut them. So just kind of shape your feet and your legs to where you like the size and shape of them. But don't make them too thin because then they won't hold up your dog. It's still too long. So again, you're going to slide and make sure that those legs and the legs don't fall off. And when you roll it, you're smoothing out the clay. When you're rolling it, you're smoothing out the clay. Okay, and there you have your little dog. Oh, we forgot the tail. Take a little bolita, a little ball, and you can get creative. The very tip is always pointy, right? And what you can do is curl it, something like that, and then put the tail. Always remember to merge your pieces so they don't fall out. And there you have your little dog shape.